Anthony Fantano N-word. Anthony Fantano racist. Does that sound like a good thing to do? Just 24 hours, Anthony Fantano has been exposed laughing at Trayvon Martin's death. Yeah, with his alt-right buddies caught saying the N-word with the hard R on video and deleting posts from last night where he hinted that Drake was a pedophile. This is what happens when white men pretend to be part of the culture just to grift off of it, and y'all let him sit at the table this long, shaking my head. Wow. Wow. So he makes a video and he says, taking accountability.
Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and in case you haven't noticed, I'm getting torn apart on Twitter, which is nothing new.
You deserve it. You've been participating in online hate mobs against people, virtue signaling on everybody on Twitter. You've done this to me multiple times, and now it's happening to you. And you're never going to get people that are going to dislike you to ever forget about this. There's never going to be a moment where you're going to be able to move past this. Everybody is always going to think of you as a fake fuck. It doesn't matter what you're going to say in this video. You already look like a clown, and there's nothing that you can do about it. That's it. It's over.
For me personally.
Well, let's hear the reason why he did it.
Reached a fever pitch that's making a lot of people concerned and angry, and even thinking I'm covertly a racist, bigoted.
Well, you're not covertly a racist, bigoted person. You were overtly a racist, bigoted person. Nobody said covert. What are you talking about? Laughing at Trayvon Martin and then saying the N-word with the hard R with all your friends. I mean, that sounds kind of racist. And again, if I did this, here's a good question. If I got caught with this, do you think Anthony Fantano would be making tweets and talking shit about me? What do you think? Absolutely. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it.
Person. Now, these are the same sorts of allegations that I have fought against and won before, and I'm happy to do it again because I have nothing to hide and I know they're not true. I don't want to waste anyone's time, so let's just get straight into it. With Exhibit A, this clip right here, which has just been going absolutely viral, and here's my explanation for it. Early on in my YouTube career, I had some pretty lax views when it came to quoting the language of others, and my point of view was, what does it matter? It's not me saying it. I'm relaying a lyric or a sentiment or a point of view expressed by someone else. I'm even embarrassed to say that I don't think it was...
Yeah, you should be. This is embarrassing.
Until like a few years ago that I actually changed.
Don't tell me that you're gonna go the iDubbbz. Now I've learned how to be empathetic. Please, please do not do this.
And censored the text of this 2014 Death Grips review title. And as you can see in the comments of this video, there's even a lot of discourse and jokes flying around about me not saying the title. And at the time, this sort of thing left me feeling like this is more or less a moral gray area. I extended this attitude.
It's not a moral gray area. It's an optics gray area. You don't care about this at all. That's why you were out there saying it back in the day. You don't give a shit about any of this. You're sitting around doing this, and the reason why is because it makes you look good. It never had anything to do with morals or ethics. It had everything to do with optics and people's perception. And now people have seen a crack in the facade, and they realize that it is, in fact, not real.
To other pieces of content I have made, like this one, where it is also clear I am quoting someone, even in the tightly edited state this clip has been presented in. And
I wouldn't even be mad if he wasn't such a virtue signaler who wanted to cancel you in XQC. Exactly. These are the kinds of people that advocate constantly for accountability. Well, in my opinion, I think let's give it to him.
And I'm doing so is to voice disagreement with calling people racial and homophobic slurs as a bit, which is what the original content creator I was quoting was doing. And he himself has since apologized for this whole era of his career. But I'm not getting deeper into the weeds than that because this video isn't about him. Because the fact of the matter is I should have and could have just censored myself while pointing this behavior out.
Right.
But unfortunately, my position left me feeling kind of nonchalant because it's not the words themselves, but the sentiment of of them.
It's because you didn't think it would make you look bad. That's the reason why. Everybody knows that you saying and repeating the word isn't a big deal. But you're doing all these mental gymnastics and turning yourself into a pretzel to justify why it's bad to do and why you did it then. But to any reasonable person, everybody knows why. It's because you did it for optics.
It's being expressed that's truly disgusting.
That's it.
And sure, while that is true on some level, explicitly quoting him was in bad form and just unnecessary. I would have still gotten my point across and done so without upsetting anybody had I taken that approach. And I feel this way now because of an important realization I only made after tons and tons of people were watching me, that I don't make content just for me, I do it for an audience. And I can't dictate what anyone watching may or may not find harmful or offensive. No,
But you try to constantly. Like you didn't want to review the Kanye album, and then you were getting mad at me for saying that video game characters, people don't want bald, ugly women for video game characters. You constantly want to tell other people what to think. That's all you do on Twitter.
more than with a review, I can dictate what music you do or don't like. So I would
You can't even go 10 seconds in an apology video without cutting yourself. I mean, I think that really goes to show what's going on here, right?
rather err on the side of caution and not hurt anyone by explicitly voicing language that doesn't exist in a vacuum, even if I am quoting it. And that's actually been my approach for a very long time now. I mean, this clip may be new to you, but it's actually almost 10 years old. If this was ever something I made a regular habit of doing, believe me, you'd be seeing more examples than this. All I can do is take ownership of having quoted these words in this way, and obviously say that I'm sorry, which I am in fact sorry about this. Now, there are going to be some people watching this video.
They got this guy to apologize for quoting a rapper that said the N-word. This is so fucking embarrassing. Oh my God.
Who will say, no, that's
Jesus
not enough.
Christ.
I know you're a racist. I saw a clip of you laughing at Trayvon Martin's death, which I guess this is the clip.
Vegan invited me to an event that taught me about PETA's buying guide / neoliberal whiteness and Trayvon Martin. Okay.
Dude, fuck Trayvon. I was thinking
Didn't this guy also collab with Sam Hyde, and then when it wasn't politically or socially acceptable to do so, he talked a bunch of shit about Sam Hyde too? I kind of remember that. Yeah.
Like Trey Melvin. I had a big thing with Trey Melvin.
Which I will agree, that doesn't look good. But believe it or not, the way this clip has been presented is a lie, and it's been heavily edited too. First off, I gotta say, the Drunken Peasants podcast where I was appearing in that clip is explicitly not a right-wing podcast. While, yeah, it's true the show has featured a pretty wild range of guests over the years, and the humor tends to run a bit edgy, they also regularly make fun of right-wingers, alt-right psychopaths, and the president. And in this clip that you just saw, I'm reading a super chat that is on the screen that was sent in by a viewer of the show. And the reason I'm jumping into reading it is that partially it is a dig at me, because on the show it's not exactly a secret that I'm an openly liberal vegan. And from there, here is what actually happens.
A vegan invited me to an event that taught me about PETA's buying guide / neoliberal whiteness and Trayvon Martin. Okay.
Dude, fuck Trayvon. I was gonna. I was gonna say Trey Melvin, but it's no Trayvon Martin.
Man, totally you're so. You know what, Jeff? You're so right wing.
As you can see there, that is not the clip that is getting passed around. In this original clip, Jeff Holiday there on the podcast doesn't even finish his sentence.
You know what he was trying to do. You know, the full clip makes it worse. Like, so I don't even understand. What is this? We know what he said. Yeah, he didn't need to. It already is done.
He apparently gets Trayvon Martin mixed up with someone else entirely.
You are so dishonest. He just said Trayvon Melvin as a joke, so it didn't look like this is gaslight. Yes, he's gaslighting so hard. This is pathetic. This is so fucking pathetic. Oh my God. Total liar. Yeah. I mean, does he just think people are retarded? I mean, I guess so.
And I even call him a moron. Because that is obviously something a fucking moron would communicate. So, voila, that's actually what happened in that clip. With all that being said,
Sure.
I realized a long time ago that I really do need to be careful about who I talk to and what...
Jesus Christ, bro. Can you imagine being one of these people? Oh my God. God. This is... what a bitch. I know. This is so embarrassing. This is so fucking embarrassing. It's amazing.
platform I appear on publicly, because in the eyes of the wrong person, any association or appearance can be read as a deep tie or an endorsement of an idea that I don't fucking agree with.
So instead of actually standing by what you do agree with and acting in good faith and then letting people make whatever decisions they want, you allow them to completely dictate and control your behavior by approaching you in the most dishonest and unfavorable way. And the way you reward them is by apologizing. Great. I'm sure that's going to go over really well for you.
Like, for example, if I did a
What a disingenuous person he is.
Stream with this guy tomorrow.
Fucking a dude, will you let him fuck you?
No.
Why not? Suppose he's like, yo, bro, listen, yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be inside of you. Pause.
Yo, I'm not gay.
Nah,
you
you
could
think-
suck a dick, though.
Yeah.
People might understandably think...
What does that have to do with Anthony Fantano? So academics said some weird shit to somebody? And what does this have to do with Anthony? Like, I'm just confused. What does this have to do with what is he talking about? And also, by the way, everybody was mad at academics for that shit. Like, people said it was wrong. Everybody said that. Because he was the one who posted the clip of Fantano on Twitter. Yeah?
That I endorse the idea of having sexual conversations with underage boys, and I don't. So while I know that nobody owes me their forgiveness and I can't control what everyone thinks about me, I'm going to continue to do my best to make sure that I'm not sending across the wrong idea, especially considering a lot of the music I review and endorse on a regular basis deals in some pretty heavy and serious topics. Topics that I would be completely in opposition to were I a bigoted weirdo. But as much as this is a principle of mine, I would also like to be spared the headache of just some freak trying to frame me disingenuously and make it seem like I'm okay with a child being killed by a racist vigilante, which is...
Oh, with Trayvon Martin. But they never even found that George Zimmerman was racist. Wait, George Zimmerman got off. I thought it was self-defense. Didn't George Zimmerman claim self-defense and win? Well, he's Mexican? Well, what did he just say?
Trying to frame me disingenuously and make it seem like I'm okay with a child being killed by a racist vigilante, which is...
He never said the person's race. Yeah, he got released. Yeah, so let me get this straight. The guy killed someone in self-defense, and you're apologizing, and now you're saying that he's a bad person. So this guy, oh my God. So he's making jokes about the kid that gets killed. He gets called out for it, and then he says that the guy that got cleared of fucking murder because of self-defense is a racist vigilante. Roaches, bro. Oh my God. This is sad.
Where the most truly aggravating thing about this whole situation comes up, because we currently live in a time where between ICE, between our current president who got in the position where he is after saying that Haitian immigrants are going to eat your pets, white supremacy is like really at a fucking peak right now.
That's a great point. Great idea to bring up white supremacy. You guys want to see a picture of George Zimmerman? That's right, guys. This is the face of white supremacy. Wow. I remember the media called him a white man. Yeah, they did, and they brightened his face. I remember this clearly. Yes, you're looking right now on a racist, white supremacist vigilante. Thank you, Anthony. Great insight.
Now, and because of that, it's vitally important that when things are being called out as legitimately racist, that those accusations actually mean something. But I guess instead what some people would rather do is water down the impact of that, deceptively edit clips.
You do this all the time. You misrepresent people constantly. You farm every single drama, anything that you can possibly say on social media that will make yourself look like you're better in the eyes of the woke people. You instantly do it. I've seen it now for years. It's pathetic and embarrassing. And now it's happening to you.
Make it look like...
he literally just did.
Like it when children are killed. All right, I don't think I have anything else to say here. If there's something I've missed, I will try to circle back. That is, if we are talking about a case of something I've actually said or done or felt. I appreciate you watching, even if from here you don't see it in your heart to forgive me. Okay, boom, forever.
How pathetic, bro. Oh my God, how fucking pathetic. Jesus, he missed the apology? You can never be woke enough. Yeah, I know, this guy's terrible at apologizing. It's because he's not sorry. Why would he be sorry? Number one, like him being on a podcast, this is the problem with people like Anthony Fantano, is that they are completely disingenuous and dishonest, and they court an audience of people that are equally disingenuous and dishonest. There's nothing wrong with him. Nobody cares that you quoted some guy that said the N-word 10 years ago on a rap song. Nobody gives a fuck about that at all. But what we do care about is the fact that you are openly virtue signaling constantly on Twitter. You are constantly talking down to people. You're constantly making up shit. You're constantly trying to misrepresent things. And you're talking about like, oh, the guy didn't finish his sentence and he said Trayvon Martin's name the wrong way. That means he didn't mean Trayvon Martin. He did that as a joke and you know it. You're gaslighting your entire audience because you think they're stupid. And unfortunately, you're right. And I think this is another, again, at this point, everybody is always going to think this guy is a joke. It is. And I think people have already disliked them for a while. But I feel like now, especially, now you're apologizing to the people that already don't like you. They're never going to like you. And it's just going to keep getting worse. He's just simply he is just another run-of-the-mill social media influencer that has turned into a fucking virtue signaler on the internet. A lot of people do this, and I'm going to tell you the reason why they do this. People might not want to hear this, but I'm going to say it. The reason why they do this is because they're not getting any attention for their actual content. They don't get any attention for their music reviews or their content anymore, and people don't like them as much anymore. They've kind of fallen off, and so instead of that, they piggyback on internet hate mobs online in order to create the illusion of relevancy. That's what's happened. They're so boring. Yep, there we go. What a loser. What a fucking loser.